Howdy, howdy. Nearly 50 years ago, abortion was made legal in the United States and its territory. Since then, several states have attempted to chip away at the law and challenge the law. Last week, the state of Texas cruelly went after women of their state, limiting abortions to 6 weeks. As I understand it, most women are not aware they're pregnant in 6 weeks. This law, if you are pregnant because of rape or incest, this law excludes you, doesn't exclude you. So the state goes deal with it, basically. This cruel, nasty law penalizes women in a way that anyone who wants to help a woman to get a legalized abortion could be sued for $10,000 or more. So if you were taking a family member or friend to a place where they can get a legalized abortion and someone finds out about it, they can be sued for $10,000 or more. An Uber driver who takes, or a taxi driver, or an unknowingly friend who drops someone off at a clinic could be sued if someone else found out about it. I've never heard of so much cruelty in this country. Have you? Can you imagine if you want to take somebody to emergency? By taking emergency and someone finds out about it, you can be sued. You've done nothing. You've just taken somebody to emergency. That's how cruel and vicious this law is. And the Texas lawmakers are so proud. And there are other states that are considering making similar laws in their states. Some people cite the sanctity of life. Of course, all of those states have death penalties. The sanctity of life. You have a religious organization that says there must not be an abortion. But most don't do anything to help a woman with a child. The state of Texas doesn't do it. They rank 49th. A family of 3 in the state of Texas gets less than $400 a month. But we want you to keep that baby. Makes a lot of sense. So the lawmakers in Texas are clinking glasses, giving each other a high five. You see, the people they know, people with means, they can get an abortion. Might even get one in Texas. It's the poor person, the person of color, the low-income white who has few options, can't afford to go to the few places where they can have it legalized. There are only a few in that giant state. So have the kid. We're not going to help you with it, but have it. Just go ahead and have it. Even in 2021, there are few men involved in the daily rearing of their child. Feel free to disagree with me at the end of this. For those who are married, involved in the cooking, the cleaning, the washing of clothes, the purchasing of clothes, the homework. How many of your husbands or your mates are involved in that? It falls on a woman with a full-time job. But have the child. Have the child. It's going to take women to put a period on the challenges. It's going to take women to get elected to the House and to the Senate. Men will never understand. Imagine women being in charge and limiting how much Viagra and Cialis a man could get. We're probably talking Civil War. But have a baby. We're not going to give you any more than $400. Can you imagine, in the second largest state in the union, $400 for a family of 3? And thank you. School lunches. Texas does it, but not willingly. So what it's going to take is women to get involved. It's going to take women to fill up the houses, to sweep the House less. I would love to see Republican and Democratic women go in and change this law forever. Put a period on that law. Because that's the only solution I can see. Those people considering doing work, those women considering moving to Texas need to rethink it, particularly if they have young children. Attending a conference, rethink Texas. Texas needs to pay for this because this is cruel and unusual punishment. I mean, what state currently penalizes a mother who's taking her teenage kid to the hospital to get an abortion because she's 15 and she was raped? Or a victim of incest? You don't think that's cruel on people, women and other people? See, I feel that unless we're all free, none of us are free. I have daughters, I have nieces. I'm not advocating whether they should have an abortion or not. What I'm saying, they should have the option. I can't make that choice for them. And someone who hasn't had a baby and has no idea what it is of going through childbirth and taking care of the daily day should not be left to decide for more than half the population in the United States. I'm funny that way. If you agree with me, hit that up arrow. If you disagree, hit the down arrow. If you don't like anything I have to say, or you have some comments, put your comments there. I'd like to hear what you have to say. This is cruel. In the United States of America, the beacon. This is cruel. Texas needs to pay. Boycotts work. Ask Georgia. Ask Arizona. You cannot be that cruel and uncaring to more than half the population and their friends. Let's not talk about the cruelty of the Taliban. We need to look at home. This is cruel. I don't think anybody's being killed because they're taking somebody to the hospital or being sued. There is a national protest, I believe, October 2nd, in cities all over the United States. I plan to be there. Hopefully with my daughter or one of my nieces, but I will be there regardless. This is the Rodfather 916. You may agree, may disagree. Meanwhile, I generally wish you love, joy, and happiness. Take care of yourself. My mask is nearby. As they say, holla at you later. Bye.